Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul. Nah, that's not my thing. I'm Ariel Helwani. I'm a mixed martial arts reporter, and I'm the very first guest host in the history of the critically acclaimed Heyman Hustle. And as you know, tonight in Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center, it's the match that Paul Heyman dubbed Too Big for WrestleMania. It's Brock Lesnar, the conqueror of the streak, versus The Undertaker. It's the first time that Brock Lesnar meets The Undertaker since WrestleMania 30.
The Heyman Hustle!
Now here's a little known fact about this feud. It actually all started back in October of 2010. It's the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's Brock Lesnar defending his UFC heavyweight title against Cain Velasquez. Now at the time, I'm just a young buck reporter. And I happened to see The Undertaker sitting in the front row. So I run down to him. I think to myself, wow, wouldn't it be great to talk to The Undertaker after this fight? He's there, of course, to support his good friend Brock Lesnar. At least I thought it was his good friend Brock Lesnar. Get his thoughts on the whole thing. So of course, Brock loses the fight. I'm talking to The Undertaker, getting his thoughts on the whole thing. And then something funny happened along the way. Brock Lesnar actually walks by us. And it appears as though The Undertaker, who interrupts our interview, challenges Brock Lesnar to a fight. Here's this guy who I thought was Brock Lesnar's friend, in Brock's perhaps lowest moment ever, just kind of dancing on his grave, calls him out, challenges him to a fight. You want to do it. That's the famous line. Now, in my opinion, that's where the feud started. WWE, for whatever reason, they continue to ignore the fact that it all began on that night in October of 2010. There is only one man who continues to acknowledge the fact that it all started that night, and that's my good friend, Paul Heyman. Here's a quick refresher.
It's almost like you're at a loss for words here.
You want to do it?
There was Brock Lesnar right there. What did you just say to him?
It's kind of a personal thing. I think maybe he needs to, I think he needs to train a little harder.
Are you guys cool?
Personal.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
You know what? I got background with Brock, but that just showed you something right there.
Of course, shortly thereafter, Brock Lesnar returned to WWE. Now let's fast forward to 2013. SummerSlam 2013, Staples Center, Los Angeles. It's Paul Heyman guy versus Paul Heyman guy, Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. As you may recall, right here on the Heyman Hustle, some amazing behind-the-scenes footage aired.
I did it. Yes, you did. I got rid of him for you. Thank you.
Now let's fast forward exactly a year later. It's SummerSlam 2014 in the same building, Staples Center in Los Angeles. This time, it's Brock Lesnar versus JOHN CENA. On that night, of course, Brock Lesnar took JOHN CENA to Suplex City and back and became the reigning, defending WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world. Now, after that match, Brock met up with his guy Paul Heyman in that same locker room, the exact same spot, to reminisce about their amazing accomplishment. That clip has never been seen before. This is a world exclusive right here on the Heyman Hustle.
We sat here in this exact same spot 1 year ago, and I told you to do what? Get you what you wanted. I got you what you wanted. And you conquered JOHN CENA. And now you are what you wanted to be. The reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world. That was easier than conquering the streak.
The Heyman Hustle!